Welcome back to the Baker Motorsports Power Hour. Unfortunately, and we're going to give him a hard time on Facebook about this, Butch Hedrick can't join us here. And that's always good because Butch has got that great voice for everything. I mean, we should make him the announcer for the show. It's tremendous. But Butch Hedrick,
I told him we'd cover for him.
The president and founder of the American Nostalgia Racing Association, their big season opener is this weekend at Auto Club Famoso Raceway.
I think he's marinating the tri-tip right now.
He probably is. He sent me a note about it. Make sure you come to the barbecue.
Yeah.
So Blake Bowser here with us to talk about ANRA. And so we had rain a couple weeks ago.
We did.
And that knocked out the Red List Series
for that
event,
weekend, yes.
And that turned out to be something pretty special. And we're talking about big events over the weekend. Sunday, better than anybody could have expected
Yeah,
at
it
the time.
took us about 3 hours to get them all in. So that was,
Wow.
unexpected
You're right.
for sure.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But ANRA this weekend, and ANRA has become one of
happening.
It's happening.
Yeah.
This is the season opener. It starts on Friday.
Start parking on Friday.
Parking on
it's no
Friday,
racing,
then
but
2 days of racing. And what do you expect
the
from
fun
ANRA?
starts on Friday. Yeah, you're right.
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
I think it's all indication is it's going to be just another great ANRA weekend, 300 plus cars. And of course, his big awards banquet Saturday after we finish up our qualifying runs and just having a good time.
The barbecue is being prepared now.
I know they're setting things up out there. They're bringing in all the tables and they're preparing for it. Yes, so
and if the weather,
it's pretty tasty
if
too.
the weather was as good as it is this last weekend, it'll be a spectacular time.
I think we're going to be fine. There's a little chance some rain Saturday, but I think we're going to be okay.
Nice,
so
very nice.
we'll get our 2 qualifiers in.
Instead of being 90, it's going to be cooler, which is
actually
much. 90 at a drag strip is hot. Let's face it, it's all pavement.
Yeah, it's hotter on the surface.
It's hotter on the surface. So if you get down to the upper 70s or mid 70s, that's going to be ideal.
Should have a great weekend.
What do you think? What do you think is the reason why ANRA has become so successful for you guys? Out there. I mean, just Butch kind of handles it. There's a consistent car count of about 300 every show. I mean, they just do a great job, right?
Well, definitely.
What is the reason why that thing is mature?
It doesn't hurt having it in Bakersfield. That's pretty much we're home to nostalgia racing. I can't take all the credit for it though. Butch is great. He's there. He's personable. Everyone knows where their money is going. If you show up and pay at the gate, it's going to support that series. It's not going to some other corporation or whatever. It's Butch and his racing, and he supports. I mean, that guy takes all of our kids to the junior nationals and the Western, all these junior races. He's on the road, loaded up, and does it all on his own nickel. We don't support him at all, and it's huge. So you're supporting that too. So it's just a great. He's just very personable and just a great,
gives away
funny,
arguably,
tons of stuff. Yeah,
the best trophy.
There too.
In the deal. I mean,
that's all part of it. It's just a great family feeling event. That's probably not a very good word, family. But you know what I'm saying?
No, but it is.
You just feel good about being involved.
Feel good about being involved there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like I said, he answers your questions, takes your time.
Yeah.
So
there are some racers that don't like giving their money to NHRA or to any other big racing series, but they know this is going to Butch and he's going to give back in every way he can.
Right.
So
absolutely,
he certainly is not getting rich doing this by any means because he's spending everything he makes, putting it back into his awards and the barbecue and him traveling to other events to support all of our racers and our kids. So it's just labor of love on his part.
This event's got, 16, 17 classes. It's got all the nostalgia and limited classes, 3 of those, 760, 860, 960.
Right.
The A-Gas through E-Gas, Hot Rod, Sportsman, and 4 or 5, I think 5 junior dragster.
Yeah, plus he embraces
events.
all the open wheel categories, all that. So and he does a second class Sportsman and Hot Rod. So he lets everyone come have fun.
And they get a lot of runs in, right? I mean, that's
well, we do 2 qualifiers on Saturday. Everyone's guaranteed 3 runs. You do 2. If you can show up at the track and accept a light at the starting line, you're in the show.
I never asked this question. I keep thinking about it. But okay, so let's say I just want to come to one of your events where I can run my car down there. What does that cost?
Depends on what event, first of all. Yeah, like our street tuner events.
Yeah.
If you want to bring your Rambler or whatever you got out there in the parking lot.
My 1999 Ford Expedition. I want to run it down against Griffith's 2001 Suburban.
Well, our street tuner dates it's $40.
$40.
You can probably you're going to get if you can get me runs as your car can handle. I bet. Like for instance, Saturday we had 100 cars there for Jesse's deal, and we'll get about 125, 130 for street tuner.
Right.
There was guys that were getting 25 plus runs.
Wow.
So do the math. What does that work out? $5 a run,
Right.
To pay us to do it. Pretty cheap.
That's pretty cheap.
Pretty cheap. Yeah. So average cost about $40.
I just want to take. You know what? I just want to get a golf cart with Griff, and we'll just race down the golf cart.
Pretty safe. Yeah.
Have some backup girls, and do the golf cart run.
The computer system has like a timeout though. On
Oh,
it.
does it?
Yeah, the golf carts, it might
You may get
time
part
out.
way and see it time out.
Nice.
So that'd be fun to try.
Absolutely. Let's see here. This was
we
the
go. So
crowd
Tom
from
was there
Sunday.
on Sunday.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was the crowd
yeah.
from Sunday, and that looks
That's
pretty good.
That's actually not as full as it was, so he probably caught that at a different time of day. But yeah, it was quite impressive.
So
A
did
little
that,
warm out there, as you can see by
Yeah.
all the canopies up in the
but
grandstands.
just looking at that crowd around
Yeah.
the start finish line there,
Yeah,
or the start line,
yeah.
it's like, did that exceed your expectations? Or
yeah. I think he had 200 pre-sales on his car show. I keep saying Jesse, who does
Right.
Red List, ended up over 400 were there for his car show. So yeah, that doesn't really show the crowd that was there because a lot of them
Right.
are out in the pits checking out. I mean, they're just show trucks just parked. Three
And
fourths
this
of our
is a
pits were
truck-
show trucks.
Now,
It was all trucks.
and
all
this is a
pickups.
truck market. I mean,
Kern County is
Yeah.
strong in trucks.
Strong
Yeah,
in
I mean, I
trucks.
think what probably I would venture to guess there's a good shot of our food
That's a
line,
great
so
shot.
that helped out. Yeah,
The food line and the shot of the
go
burnout
back to
there.
go back. I mean, is this one of those things where you're like, he's on?
we could have
something
used
here.
and we could have used about 10 more food stands. But
Absolutely, yeah. I mean,
no,
it's-
it was a great weekend. Everybody seemed real happy.
Yeah.
It was a late start by design. We didn't start running till noon, so some of those are probably from Saturday because there's car
This is
shots
Saturday,
there.
Yeah, he was out there both days.
Yeah, design gates opened at 9. We started at noon, so it was perfect.
There's Blake's new car.
That's. I just got that.
That's
You got that with
that's
the,
Ferrari.
yeah,
It's my March meat bonus.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah,
March
right.
meat bonus. There it is.
Yeah, sure.
That's a pretty car.
Yes, it is. Yes. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, the
We're just
the
all-
noon start.
we're all kind of like
And
drooling over the Ferrari.
And we needed that noon start because it took some time to get everybody in. But they were all very patient, and we really want to thank all them for taking the time to get in properly. And it's a process. Everyone's got to sign waivers and
Right.
go through the whole check-in process. So we appreciate
going
that.
going back to the truck thing though. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said,
There's Jesse right there in the back taking pictures.
Oh, very
That's-
nice.
I'm sorry, so good about taking his videos and updating. I said, how do you promote these events?
Facebook probably, right?
Facebook. He
Yeah.
said, every day I put up something on Facebook, even if it's a video that I see somewhere of something funny, I put it up just to keep everything alive.
keep people
And
talking
yes.
about it.
Yeah.
That's our strategy with Power Hour. We just see something,
Yeah.
we put it
Yeah.
up there. Yeah, in fact, the most terrifying thing I think I posted lately, I can't even watch it, is that crash that killed that guy at the top end.
photographer.
Yeah,
And that's
That Les-
why we.
Well, and then the one that Les Mayhew had of his close counter with one of his cameras.
He's had camera hit before at
Yeah.
our track. I mean,
Nice.
wiped out.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
been numerous cameras down there
Yeah.
that have been,
But see,
and often it'll be the parachute can catch a camera, pretty.
Parachute. Les is smart. He gets his camera set up and then
Right.
backs up. So he's not standing over the camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
We share a lot of that stuff. Hey,
before you know it, it's on you. You know,
did you
just can't.
did you go through and take a look at your March numbers from Facebook? Did you see how many Australians were?
Yeah, I know it's strong.
You need to go back there and look. We just said hello to Australia when we started the show.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, but
that's great.
the thing that is interesting about these events is like, do you do another truck event? Because thinking about that and seeing that crowd.
Well, he has actually 3 planned this year. Yeah,
Wow.
each of his red list dates, which he has one more in August and one more, I believe it's going to be in December, like last year. He's going to follow it on Sunday with a truck event.
He has those in various areas, right? The red list.
No, just our track.
Your track, there's one more
He
in
would
it.
like to go around the country, but he's just getting things figured out right now. And no, he hosts 3 events at our track and just our track. So
I'm kind
right now-
of thinking I like to see those show trucks. There was like 400 of them on Sunday alone.
Yes, it was unreal. About 100 racing, and then about 400 plus just in the pits parked out there. Just
You
showing off.
you have a truck, right?
I do, but not to that caliber.
To that
yeah.
caliber? I'd like to go see the show trucks.
Were most of these show trucks driven?
Oh yeah,
Or-
no, they were all driven in.
They were all
very
driven in,
few
so-
were
okay.
some were towed in, but very, very few.
So they're
Most
all
of them were
driven
all
in,
day
so-
drivers, but they're just clean looking vehicles. Yeah, I mean there was some four-wheel drive out there, and
And that's
I mean,
it's
just chromed
basically
out and
vintage trucks to new trucks, right? Everything.
the whole gamut. Yeah,
it's
all the
a-
way across. Just
I'm just
everyone
amazed.
showed up and hung out.
I'm just
yeah, so
amazed.
somehow
the new trucks anyway.
I'm really not too surprised that that
Yeah.
a truck event in Bakersfield or Kern County would go
Yeah, you know,
over
we
well.
tried the diesel races for a couple of
Right.
years, and those didn't quite. I don't think you can target just one segment of trucks. This was just, if you got a truck, come out.
Yeah.
You know. Now, obviously, it was more.
I thought the
pickup
diesel
truck.
one did pretty well for you.
It was
guys.
okay. I mean, it just did not like this.
Yeah.
Not like this at all. I
Right.
mean, it just the response was. Now we tied the diesel truck into a diesel pulling. That helped.
Right.
That brought out a nice crowd.
It was just
down
cool
there,
to see
so.
those diesels running on the track with the big, the smokes
Yeah.
and everything coming out of the thing. It was incredible.
It's cool, but you wonder about our air quality. What,
Right.
What are we
I
doing?
just think it's a great. I think it's great to see those surprise events that kind of come up and hit
I
you.
like seeing the young crowds coming out. That's
Yeah.
encouraging.
Yeah.
We were talking about this before. How do we capture the younger crowd? Because and I'm also glad to hear that there was a big thing about the government was trying to tinker with the street. If you alter a streetcar and
really?
make it illegal, and they dropped all that. The EPA was involved in that. So
Yeah, the EPA tried. Basically,
Yeah.
it says you could not alter a streetcar
Right.
for racing purposes.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah, and once the EPA gets its claws onto something, you
Here
worry.
comes
yeah.
And here, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, is the new segment for Bacon Motorsports. Mike's Griff's rant.
Slam the government.
Yeah, we could rant on that, but you
No,
don't
that
want
would-
the EPA trying
Yeah.
to legislate what you can and can't race.
Right. So I heard they've dropped all that. So that was, I'm sure there was quite a few motorsports lobbyists that got involved.
Right.
But that, hey, I'm all for protecting the environment and all that, but that's going a little too far when kids can't tinker with their cars.
Right.
That kills what we've been doing since
Exactly.
since forever. That's how racing started. People started tinkering with cars.
They're still
and-
going to tinker with them.
Yeah.
There's still that. There's
So-
still that ability to get.
Yeah. So what my point was going to be, I'm glad to see these kids coming out, and let's let them keep tinkering,
Right.
coming out and racing and having fun.
I like
and if
us-
they come to the track and do it, even better.
I'd like the EPA to do something about the motorcycle rider that is on Hageman and coffee every night about 9:30. I'd like that to be taken care of in a hurry.
That'd be CHP, wouldn't it?
That too.
Or
Drone,
BPD.
a drone strike might be good.
I don't hear any of that type of noise.
I know. Well, because you're down there in Los Angeles County. What's next for you guys other than ANRA?
ANRA, then
Street
we
Tuners?
will come back in May and we've got a couple of events in May. A Street Tuner kicks off in May, and then we
Right.
come back and do our second weekend, but our third and our fourth Summit ET race
Right.
in
Now,
May.
Matt's
Yeah.
over there in the corner behaving
Yeah.
himself. How many things has he already got for the September Saturday Nitro? Has he already got?
I'm hoping he's got them all done because he's sitting here wasting his time. So, not getting it. Yeah,
He's enjoying
No,
it.
you know what? Bakersfield is so good. But not only Bakersfield, Paso Robles, Central Coast area.
Mm-hmm.
They're so good about throwing stuff in for that. I think it'll be okay.
Are you making any travels to tracks this year? Are you gonna go visit anything?
Yeah, we actually will be in Salt Lake in June.
Okay.
We'll be in Boise in August.
Right.
So our friends that do our nostalgia racing with us, and
What was the name? What was the name of the track where Bartone got beat for the first time last year? Where Dunlap got him?
that was at Bowling Green.
Bowling
last year.
Green, right?
Yeah, that was the.
Have you ever
reunion
been
in
there?
I have not. I need to go there. Yeah, we keep planning races the same weekend as that.
I'd like to go
so
see that just because of the
Was that
grandstands are cool.
it's got covered grandstands.
grandstands,
Got
yeah.
amusement park next door. So yeah.
That'd be kind of cool to go and see. Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the National Hot Rod. The
that was a hot rod reunion, right?
That's the
Hot Rod
reunion.
reunion,
Yeah,
the
that's-
National Hot Rod reunion.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
going to be the only two we have. Is just
Right.
the Bowling Green and California this year. So
Okay.
it's going to make the reunion in here in October big. Plus,
Big.
the 25th. That's going to help as well.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
All right, well, this weekend, ANRA.
Yeah.
What does it cost to get in? Do you know?
ANRA, I think a daily ticket for Saturday is $20.
$20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty sure it is.
All
Yeah,
right,
Weekend,
20
I think, is 30 for the
$20
weekend.
and get there and enjoy it. Butch Hedrick, say hello to him. He's distinctive. He is a man in command. So
You'll see him walking
take
up
a
and
look.
down the staging lanes, pressing flesh.
Yep, absolutely. Great weekend of racing. Thanks to Blake Bowser. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more here. Bakersfield Speedway coming up next. Talking about World of Outlaws. Still getting the dirt out of my ears from Friday night. Right back after this.